What's up everybody, I'm birdyassassin and today we're going to do something a little bit different. So if you haven't seen it yet, about a month ago I set up a brand new standing desk as a part of my setup here to help with being able to stream and make content for a lot longer than what I normally would before I'd have to stand up or go and do something else because I have a bad back. This desk has actually been absolutely amazing. I've never had an issue with it whatsoever. So if you haven't seen the standing desk that's a part of my setup, I'll put the link to the video up on the top corner here. That way you can watch it and understand what I'm talking about and, you know, judge for yourself whether it's worth it or not. So to put it into context, I bought this desk from an Australian company called BattleStation Desks, who is actually founded by two competitive Warcraft and Dota players that found that when they're playing for long periods of time, sitting down in front of their computers, they get very serious neck and back pain. So this was their answer. They teamed up with a company, also Australian, called Elevate Ergonomics and built this series of desks, and they're absolutely great. I must say, with over 10 years of retail management experience and customer service experience, I've seen a wide range of customer service from different companies that ranges from absolutely appalling to absolutely amazing. And the guys from BattleStation Desks are absolutely amazing. I've been dealing with Paul at customer support and I can't say a bad thing. They're absolutely amazing. They care about their business. They care about the support they're giving you. They care about the products they're selling and they're really enthusiastic about it. And I absolutely love that in any type of business. So in saying that, I don't have a bad thing to say about this desk. I don't have a bad thing to say about the company or their customer service or anything like that. But what I will say is I kind of treated the underside of this desk like it was a drift car. Yes, I put cable ties absolutely everywhere and it worked, but you know, it only can work for so long and it was really ugly to look at. And being a standing desk, you actually see the underside of it when it lifts up. So the guys at BattleStation Desk actually saw my first video and decided that they liked it. Fancy that, I can do something. So they offered me a chance to make another video on the desk. This time to do with my cable management. Because let's face it, it's not a car. It shouldn't have cable ties absolutely everywhere to hold everything up. So I said yes, and they showed me a couple of offerings. Something they've been using for a while, and something they've not even put onto the market at that point. So, you know, I picked the stuff that wasn't even on the market yet because I wanted to show off something that was actually unique and hadn't been seen yet. So let's take a look at it. So this is my current setup. It's pretty clean. Most people say it's pretty clean anyway. It does have a couple of cable management issues. This desk has been a massive help with that. It's the BattleStation. But if we take a sneaky peek, what you can see is an absolute mess of cables. I've mostly just done the whole car culture, use cable ties on everything method because that's where I come from. So we have pretty clean to absolutely disgusting. So most of the time I would actually leave the cable management how it is. I might tuck it up a little bit more, put some more cable ties in, but actually contacted me asking if I was interested in their new cable management system. So just to be completely on the level with everyone watching this, they actually sent me their new cable management system, which actually isn't even on their website yet, for me to test out. And it's arrived! And I'm not going to show any stickers. Except for maybe this one. So, you know what that means. It's time for a video. So in this package you get the metal cable tray with the slots already cut out of it. You get two power tiles as well that go into these slots, which look very clean and flush. You also get the interconnecting cable to go between the two power tiles, and also the 2-meter power cable with thermal overload, and of course the mounting screws to actually put this underneath the desk. Okay, so this is their new cable management system. It actually mounts this way. On the top here. Goes up like that, and you've got these two channels here. For the included power strips that they actually give you with them. Now, this is a part of their new line. It's actually not made, well, it is made for my desk, but since my desk was produced before these were designed, I do have to drill a hole. So if you buy a desk and you get this with it, it'll be pre-drilled, ready to go. So very easy for you guys. But these are super simple. They've just got a couple of little connectors in here, which are very safe to use. You don't need to be an electrician or anything like that. Comes with a couple of plastic tabs. And then, yeah, all you need to do, like, I mean, if you're a gamer or a streamer, whatever, I've seen some people do this kind of thing where they put the power strip upside down and because they think it's cool or it's going to be more efficient on space or whatever. It's the biggest load of crap I've ever seen. If you orientate it the right way, you're not going to have a problem with your big ass power bricks for like your external hard drives and your Elgato key lights and other stuff actually hitting the bottom of your desk. But you know, sensibility. But we're going to pop these in. So I haven't actually done this yet, so I hope it's easy. No, that's easy as. Yep. They sit flush as well. That's the back of them. So now all we got to do is put the connectors in between them, which they gave us as well, which is great. But it's a nice flush system. And like the thing that I like really about it is you can pop them back out because they've just got squeeze tabs. Maybe if I use both hands, but you know. Okay. That was, yeah. I've worked on so many cars and put in so many car parts, and I've, you know, I used to repair consoles and stuff. So many times you get something that clips in once and you try to get it out again, it's going to snap. That is perfect. I like that. So, second one, orientated the right way. See, obviously after you've done it the first time, it's a cinch. So, that is looking lovely. So let's connect these up. In the pack, it's like a 30 centimeter extension cord that's specially made for these connectors here. Oop, where am I? There. There. They've got them either side. Now these are male and female connectors. So if you put these in the right way and you put them in the same way, so it's both like this, you'll notice on the right hand side there's a female connector of each one, and on the left hand side there's a male connector. So all you got to do is get your plug, and it can only go in one way. There's a little strip there to stop it going in the wrong way. Flip it over, right way. Oh, nice meaty click. Same with the other side. Can only go in one way. Perfect. There's a little bit of a bow there, but there's nothing to be worried about. I'd actually be more worried if there had no slack in the line whatsoever, to be completely honest with you, because I've seen that go horribly wrong. And then, so they give you this 2 meter power cable with this power box on it, which is just your thermal overload pretty much. which is really good to have on a system like this. It's even got a little reset button in here. You can see that. And it's good because you can't bump it with your foot. Like, it's nice and deep in there. Easy to get to with your finger in case something stuffs up. Really good for high-end electronics with this kind of things, like your streaming PC or whatever you're running. Like I've got a streaming PC here, I've got a Series X, I've got cameras and everything set up. So it's really good for that kind of thing. I do run a UPS as well as a backup as well. It will not interfere with this, which is a really good thing. So now, as I said before, these will have a male and a female end on them. And on this extension, it's actually got a male end. So we have to put in the female end, which is on the right hand side. Clips in perfectly. And then as soon as it's clipped in, it'll hang out the side and go to wherever your power supply is. And that's it. Pretty much all you got to do then is you've got these 3 holes here, which they give you 3 screws for, as I showed you before, and chuck it in, tuck all your nice cables into the tray here. It's got decent holes and stuff like that, so you can push like a pretty freaking serious power brick through there. But I don't really see any issues with it. The holes also will work really well to, you know, get rid of any heat or anything that builds up within something that's enclosed like this. Like, you don't want something that's fully enclosed with this kind of thing. You're going to want something that allows heat to dissipate pretty easily, even when it's just electrical cables, because they can warm up. So this is a great design. So as we saw before, like, I really could have done better with the cable management, but I kind of want to keep playing games, to be honest with you. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut all these cable ties and see how everything looks after that, and we're going to go from there. Now, I kind of did a sneaky and kind of tucked all the power bricks and everything into this channel and held them in with cable ties, except for this one. This is the actual power brick for the control module and the desk itself. It's actually got a little, it's kind of like a shim back there that holds it on, slides onto it. It's pretty cool. But I liked how flush that was, so I kind of did it with the rest of them. So I'm going to leave that for now until I put on this system and see how it goes, because it might all come out. But anyway, it continues. How much anxiety am I giving to everyone watching at this point? See, I even tucked like power supplies up here. And on the other side. I kind of made my own system, to be honest with everyone. Like, if you haven't seen it, I have power boards cable tied to the inside of the rail, and I've got them on both sides. Because I didn't want to lift all these cables up, so I literally lift one cable up on each side. This is a lot of cable ties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 cable ties, and that's not including the ones that I've got the power board stuck up with, because there's another 3 in each of them. Well, it just goes to show cable ties are fun. Yep. Right. Now I've got to mount all this again. I'm going to unplug everything because let's face it, I'm not doing this with the power on. Okay, so this is what it looks like all mounted up. And this is absolutely terrible lighting. Hold on. So this is what it looks like all mounted up. It's very clean, very flush. As I said before, this is being made for this desk, but obviously my desk came out before this management system. So 2 of the holes lined up perfectly. This one here, the last one didn't. I had to pre-drill it myself. You know, if you have an older desk, then it's easy to do. The other 2 line up perfectly fine. They give you everything you need. So if you buy a desk from now on, and then you get this kit with it or whatever, it will all be pre-drilled, ready to go. But either way, it was nice and easy. So let's get all these cables managed. And now I guess we better actually go and check this thing out and see how I did. So as you can see, it's still very clean on the top. I did clean up a little bit back here, which, you know, with all the stuff you need, like, you know, camera and everything like that, it's really hard to actually do it. But the part that everyone's waiting for, so set that to automatic. How much cleaner is that? Once again, the only wires I've got actually coming like from the desk is 1 power cable, 2 power cables, and the Ethernet cables for the computer and the Xbox. But apart from that, this is a very tasty little setup. It is a lot cleaner. I'm going to put some light on the situation here. So, got the little holes and everything, but yeah, it's really great. The only thing I've got an itch with is these holes here, kind of seem blank. I'm not sure if it's meant for like a USB type plug-in or something like that, which would be really cool actually, like if they had an accessory for that. But yeah, that's kind of the setup now. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. They've done a very good job. It was very easy to install. I had to drill 1 hole because I've got an older desk. That's about it. I mean, if you buy one, it will be pre-drilled, ready to go. 1 hole, it's not much. But yeah, it's really, really good. That's pretty much it. Like, I mean, it took no time at all. It was really easy to do. You plug in a couple of power strips, you connect them together with the cables, drill it in. Once you go. That's all you got to do. It actually took longer for me to do cable management because I started from scratch and ripped everything out of the computer and went all over again. But that's what I do. So yeah, I mean, great product from the BattleStation series of desks, and there's nothing really else much more I can say. Like, I'd love it if those 2 little slots had a couple of little USB plugins or something like that, that would be cool. I'm not sure if that's something in the future or just something I haven't been told about. I mean, when I was told about this, it was something that was pretty much in pre-release, so it's cool to get it. So thank you for this opportunity to try it out. And I mean, simply done. It was nice and easy. You can't really go wrong with this kind of thing. It makes the whole situation with the stand-up desk, like especially a motorized stand-up desk, so much easier, because you don't have to constantly worry about, well, firstly, dangling cables everywhere, and secondly, dangling cables everywhere that aren't long enough to go up and down, which is something that a lot of people have to deal with, but you know, that's how it is. But yeah, I'd highly recommend this. If you're going to go and buy a standing desk, then definitely go and check them out. I'll put their link in the description below of the video, and yeah, definitely go check them out. I mean, they're a great Australian company. Build quality is absolutely amazing. I've not had an issue with it yet. I mean, it's carrying everything on my rig. I mean, there's 3 monitors there, an Xbox, a PC, microphone, camera. The key lights are freaking attached to it. It lifts everything with ease. So yeah, it's good. Yep, nice. So if you ever want to give more power to your standing desk, then the first thing you gotta do is make sure that the engine of it's getting more fuel. First step is get yourself a decent fuel rail like this one from Plasma Man. It gets you, what do you mean it's not for this? This is for the car. Oh, okay, well, okay, ignore that. So this is actually for a different build altogether, right? Okay.